Okay. I'm out of beer.
Let me see you come in there.
We got this episode.
Yeah. Chapter.
So, guess what time it is in the great United States of America?
I think it's week 7 of the NFL season.
Right. Halloween?
Oh, yeah.
No, we're talking about the U.S. president election.
Dun, 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 dun.
But, you know what? We don't really talk about that on the Hopcast. The Hopcast is about beer, right?
Right. So
this is a Hopcast special.
And we have some presidential ale to bestow upon you.
What'd you bring? You brought this over.
Yeah, I found this in a liquor store. This is from Avery Brewing out in Colorado, and it's called Ale to the Chief. Isn't that clever and funny? I thought it was pretty interesting sounding. It's a pale ale, and it's 8.7% alcohol, which is pretty crazy. So
let's pour this out and see what we got here.
That smells awesome.
Top me off there. So, this you almost have like a yellow golden hue to it. And
the head retention, I can tell already, is like insane. It's like really, really good.
2 to 3 fingers. Just so you know, when we talk about fingers, this is actual fingers. Like when you're at a bar and you hear someone order, I'll have 2 fingers of whiskey. You're filling them up to the glass, 2 fingers. So, we're talking 2 to 3 fingers of head.
It's very scientific.
Yeah. So,
it smells, really, really good. Like a lot of complex hops.
Oh yeah, wow. Especially for a pale ale.
Like it's almost reminiscent of the Dogfish Head 60 Minute to me.
Oh, interesting. So this comes in at 8.7.
Yeah, 8.75.
Okay. Which I think on the bottle you were saying it says this is almost an IPA.
Well, yeah, because that's what I was thinking is okay, you have a pale ale that's that high in alcohol, it's probably going to have a lot of hops in it too. So I'm like, isn't it pushing the envelope of almost being an IPA? And it says this is not an imperial pale ale because this is a democracy, and they play up the whole
America
political aspect of it. It's presidential, and it says take the all-American pale ale and a bipartisan blend of malt and hops. Increase both to Avery Brewing standards.
So, in the technical sense of it, it would be an imperial IPA, right?
They say I think an imperial pale ale.
Imperial pale. Sorry.
Imperial pale, but they're being democratic.
But
they're just being cute and funny.
Right.
And it is funny. There's like a whole scroll, almost like a declaration on the label. It's pretty funny.
Right. And Maeve reminded us that since they're out in Boulder, Colorado, that she believes this was made for the DNC convention that they had out there.
What's that?
When was it? The Democratic National Convention.
Oh, okay.
No, Obama spoke in the stadium, and so they made it because the DNC was going to be there, and it was sort of.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the most I've gotten into the election so far. Is tasting this beer.
Well, they made it for the DNC, so that's a plus in my book already.
See, they're getting people into politics, and they're doing it through the way of beer, so it works for me.
So let's try this off.
Okay.
Wow.
That's really good.
So it's like clean at first, and then you get like all this flavor, and then it finishes a little hint of something.
It almost like has a caramely stickiness afterwards, which you don't usually get from a pale ale. But That's probably where the Imperial comes in,
Right,
even though
but
it's
it's
not
not-
technically an Imperial.
Right, it's not too sweet. It's not like,
No, it is bitter. It does have like.
has a decent amount of hops in
Mhm.
it. Wow. That's just
It's almost bready.
wow.
It's
Well,
just-
beer is liquid bread, so we're bringing it home right here.
And how?
So I've had a few other Avery beers. You can usually recognize them by the signature like toppers. They always like are usually red or in this case gold.
They always have the big A on the cap.
So they usually have the foil that goes all the way up, and
Mhm.
it's like, oh, what's that? Oh, it's an Avery. Okay.
Avery makes a lot of good stuff. They have like a lot of like high gravity. They have like a high gravity series of like some oak aged stouts and some crazy Belgians. I know they have a quadruple that I've purchased but haven't tasted yet, but it's supposed to be really good.
So if you're out in Boulder and you have any special beers you want to trade, we're up for that. We got Three Floyds, Goose Island. This is really good.
I like it a lot. So has it swayed your vote in any way?
So I already voted though. I early voted, so you can see my vote on Facebook. I took a picture of it. Full disclosure.
You know,
Polacek 08.
do you have any regrets?
No.
Okay, good.
Polacek is the man. That's in case you're not from Chicago, Polacek is on the ballot here. It's Polacek/no candidate. Because
I'm from Chicago and I didn't even know that.
no one's running with Polacek, and no one knows who he is. But being a Chmielewski,
Strength in numbers.
the Polish, it's all we got.
I thought it was a website. Some Facebook application or something. I didn't know it was a person.
Polacek application.
I'm gonna download it.
So we're just on the Hopcast. We're just having some good beer, reminding you to vote, and don't drink too much that you forget to vote.
Is your vote null and void if you're intoxicated when you cast it?
No, I think
It's not like a legal document or anything like that.
as long as you have your ID with you, which you probably did if you were drinking.
We should.
Otherwise, you're not.
We can't condone underage drinking.
We don't support 12 and 7-year-olds getting drunk.
Well, they can't vote it anyway.
Oh yeah, they can't.
I knew that much.
Shouldn't be voting or drinking.
18-year-olds voting and
They can vote.
they can't drink.
On that note,
But I would definitely recommend picking this up if you see it. Ale to the Chief, once again. It's obviously not going to be around for long, and it's not, I wouldn't think, be brewed again. They might do another one, but I would, in 4 years, but I would think it'd probably be a different ale. They'd probably make a new.
but definitely pick up an Avery if you see it, and you can get them pretty regularly everywhere.
Yeah. And I think it wasn't even all that expensive, maybe $6 or $7 for this is a 22 ounce.
22 ounce bomber, that's a good deal usually.
Especially a lot of alcohol. It'll be a nice
It's a good,
kickstart before you head out to the bars one
it's a
night.
good beer. It smells more complex than it finishes. There's a lot of flavor in there, but then you're just like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Very good though.
Yeah.
So